We're having a little bit of a rough day.
Huh?
Talking to the camera.
Oh.
I was saying we're having a little bit of a rough day.
There's resistance today.
I just haven't gotten much sleep, and we've been like grinding the last like 2 weekends, so it's just been kind of like we haven't given ourselves a break, so we're moving like we're gonna get like one whole thing done today.
Yeah. Well, we remeasured everything at least.
Yeah. So
Got that.
basically what happened was we'll find them. The ceiling ribs, the Adventure Wagon kit comes with a clamp.
Clamp, yes.
Yeah,
A clamp.
it comes
to
with like
hold up the
with a clamp to help you
brackets.
attach the ceiling brackets and be like hands-free, like if you're on your own doing it. But if you're following the videos on like how to install them, if you're following just like down the line on the website, you get to the last video that says, hey, by the way, we figured out that the newer vans, the ceilings aren't all exactly square. So the tool actually doesn't align the struts properly. So we didn't read that or see that until we installed the whole thing. And now we have to go back because everything's off by like a quarter to 3/4 of an inch. So it's gonna mess up all the ceiling panels and whatnot. So we just spent like 3 hours remeasuring because tape measures are hard. I don't understand how some like construction dudes are just like
Perfect.
2 and 11:30 seconds. I'm like, cause everybody just knows what that is, but you know,
Not our forte.
it's just not our day today.
No, yeah, you're right. For sure. For sure, some resistance in the air today.
We should have went day drinking.
You're right, we should have. That sounds like a way better idea today.
All right, let's go. I'm gonna go in the van and show you guys what we're talking about. So maybe
Could do that.
I'm gonna put a big like when I'm editing the other video of us doing it. I'm gonna put a big like, do not do this. Go like make sure you align your ceiling. Yeah. All right, let me go show what we're doing. So these ceiling struts that run all the way up and down the front and back of the van, and then there's also right here, there's tools called a speed struts tool, and what it does is it clamps between these two holes and it sucks everything up, right? Well, the problem is that from here, where the center tube goes in right here in the vans, they're not all centered. All these holes aren't exactly centered. So you can't use the tool because sometimes the holes are gonna be over here or over here, you know, everything's off about a 1/4 of an inch. So what that does is right here, there is let me grab it. There's a L-track. And if you look at it on this side over here, when the other L-track is ran, it's literally like a 1/4 of an inch off. There's a huge gap, which means that the ceiling panels are going to be off. So there's panels that go from here to here and from here to here. There's center panels, wood paneling, etc. and etc. So there's 4 rivets on each rib that we have to redo. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 24 rivets we have to figure out how to freaking drill out.
I love this for us.
On a better note, we got a new cart.
Yeah.
That makes working in here a lot better. We're gonna just time-lapse everything today.
Talk over it.
Huh?
Talk over it later.
Yeah, we might talk over it later, or honestly, like, I might even just put text, because it's just
hard. Maybe all your popcorn fried. Maybe all your popcorn
It's
fried.
okay. It's just hard today. I'm tired, and I'm like a little, I'm not distraught, but I'm like pretty bummed.
It's a bummer. We were doing good. We were cooking.
Yeah. We were
But
making really good progress, but you know
That's
what?
probably why we didn't stop and double check.
Measure twice, cut once. Measure 1,000 bajillion times.
Cut probably like 3 times still.
Cut once, hopefully. We're gonna throw a time lapse on. Here's our dilemma. We're not gonna have a lot of footage for today because we've just been going through it. But you see this? We drilled the rivet out. But now it just spins because we didn't get the head off of it. So what I would suggest is how to get the actual rivets out, which what has been working for us is this is a 1/4 inch rivet, so we use the next size up drill bit. And then what we did is you drill like semi-slow, try to go straight through the middle of it, and it'll break the head off. And then you can take a punch and punch the backside through. And it fell on the channel, but we were finding that they're actually just falling out of these holes. But if we do have any rattling or anything, we're just gonna put some spray foam in there so it captures everything. But that's kind of what's been working for us. This one we used too small of a drill bit, and that was our problem, that it's making us lose its grip and it's grounding out the inside of the hole, but we can't, it's still mushroomed out. So now what we're doing is we're taking this whole feet system off. That's our new plan, and now we gotta go grab it with some sort of pliers and try to drill it out. So that's what we're doing. We may or may not have been in tears at a couple points in time. I know I was. I was pretty upset. It's not fun today, I'll tell you that. It's not fun anymore, as of this very moment in time. And then what we're having to do is we're pushing everything over. We're pushing all the ribs over, and it's just barely, like the holes are just barely off on some of them. So now we're stuck with widening the holes and putting big fat ugly washers in it, and then we're keeping it from moving up and down. And now what we have to do is we have to find a place to sink a rivet to keep the ceiling ribs from moving side to side. So long story short, what we would suggest is to not do what we did and read all the instructions, because we would have saved ourselves 2 days worth of work, probably going on 3. Yep. We're going through it. Going through it today. Yeah.
We're going through it today, buddy. No, buddy, I don't think I have the strength to hold it.
Oh! Oh! It's on the thing! We've spent the last... how many hours? We've spent the last
3 hour, 4 hour.
4 hours, you think?
Fuck those bolts, I didn't need them anyways.
I think we seriously spent the last, we have 1, 2, 3 rivets that don't, like,
that are just spinning. They don't
they're
wanna
spinning,
get
yeah. They like, we can't break it loose. We were trying to use punches. I tried to freaking use the jigsaw. The jigsaw was not Not a good idea. In conclusion, make sure you read the directions and then measure.
It's been a struggle with this one, but I think we finally got it.
Yeah.
We finally got it.
I mean, we had to fix it. There's like, we absolutely had to fix the track, because if not, like, there's a gap right here from where, put it, angle it up, just gosh, there you go. So where this track meets with this track right here, one of these dealios right here, this gap was probably, metal all over my hands, probably a good, like, what, quarter of an inch almost?
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Like it was from this end to this end.
Yeah.
Which meant that right here, go down this way, this whole front half right here was all kicked out, or
it was all
kicked inward.
out,
so you can see, hold on, let me grab the light. Okay, so.
We have a little bit of battery left, babe.
That's fine. Only, it's like yelling at us. Okay, so this right here, that's our original hole. That's the hole we fucked up. We ended up just putting a little baby rivet in for now, so we'll deal with it later. But you can see how far off we were.
Yeah.
And then, so now what we ended up using is, because we had to make the holes bigger, we just started using leftover riv nuts. And we're just gonna be mindful of the weight that we put on here. But we had to fix this because we have a cabinet that mounts to this. And if this is kicked out too far, kicked in too far, the mounting tabs aren't gonna work.
Yeah.
So, our battery's about to die, so hopefully, I don't even know if we can make a video out of this, but
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
thanks for sticking with me, I'm sorry.
Okay. We're pretty blessed to wait it.
Yeah, bye! Bye!